So big data students, I'm just reminding you the final date for the submission of your project. So it will be like a 27th of this month. And just I seen some of the assignments in the assignment folder. This is one of precaution for you all. The people who are who submitted, okay, fine, but who are not submitted, is a final call for you to submit their assignments in big data. Thank you. Thank
Yeah, hi. So yesterday we have discussed with some legacy connection and pivot, loading of those pivoted data, got it right, and splitting of those results. And so today we are going to start with the front end, like whatever the reporting we are going to start, right? So first, in general, we do have sheets, worksheet, sheets, dashboard, and story. Got it right? We can create sheets, dashboards, and story. So this is a sheet, and you can see dashboard, and you can also go with the story. But in general, we have rows and columns. We already discussed with rows and columns, so it's not mandatory. So let's drag and drop subcategory and drop sales here. We can swap. So it's not mandatory to place rows or dimensions into rows or whatever the measures into columns. You can make use of swap. And I just want to showcase one importance of Tableau. Like I have seen some traditional BI, and when we compare with Tableau, right, it is more flexible. So I'm not going to degrade with that, but it is pretty much like we can save lots of time here while working with formatting. Let's go with the sheet 2, category wise sum of sales, and let's create a bar chart. So I'm going to do some formatting in sheet 1. Let's see here. So we may have multiple sheets, right? In general, while working with any particular client, or any particular organization, if you're going to create some reports, you have to give the same formatting, the same template kind of a thing, correct? The alignment, the font, if you're going to drag and drop sales into labels, it shows the same alignment, like the font and alignment. So go with the sheet 2. If I'm going to do some modifications here, labels, go with some bold color, and for the same sheet 2, I'm not going to showcase the bold color. So sometimes the testing peoples are going to throw this particular error or a bug, but in general you have to do the same formatting, right? So we have to note it down with the same color, whether we are working with the same color alignment, or you can apply some different color here, the transparency. Got it? So that means formatting issues. So while working with Tableau, so there is no issues like if you're aware of this particular option, copy formatting, straight away you can work with multiple sheets. No need to go with every individual sheet wise formatting. We can save pretty much, like we can save more time. Now I'm going to do some formatting here. Just go with the format, font, click on bold color, this headers, right? Or you can make use of thicker in color, black color, apply red color or the same color with a sheet and increase the font. You got it? Increase the font, and or you can go with the 9. It looks pretty much okay now. You got it, right? So this is what the alignment, the font, the color, and all those things. So now let's go with sheet 2. So the same thing I want to apply for this particular report. So every time whether I have applied a color or font, I need to note it down from sheet 1, right? So no need to go with all those options. So straight away, this is an excellent functionality with Tableau. You can copy format. In traditional BI, you have to do manually. So it is not like formatting things or copy paste. You have to go with a manual process. But in Tableau, just go with the sheet 2, right click, you can paste format. Now you can compare with sheet 1 and sheet 2. There is nothing, right? So there is no difference between sheet 1 and sheet 2. Straight away you can make use of formatting things here. So remember, copy formatting. This is an excellent option. Copy formatting and you can paste. This is one option. And today we are going to discuss with marks card. And if possible, we'll start with filters or we'll see. So this is important, marks card. So in general, we have show me, right? In general, we have show me where you can showcase some of the results here. Or let's go with the same sheet 2. We have show me. We have bar chart here. So we have created a bar chart and you can see this is a bar chart. Let's go back, or let's go back here. It's a default. When you select this one, we are getting a default bar chart. But I don't want to go with, I just want to create a line chart. You can make use of marks card, right? If you want to convert into line chart, you can click on line. Now you can see. So there is no use of marks like show me for now. But you can convert. First you have to create a bar chart. Otherwise it is not possible. Let's check here. So first subcategory and click on sales. We have show me and we have marks card. So you can create a bar chart from here. Go back. So we do have bar, line, area. So can we create a bar chart straight away from marks card? So click on bar. So we are not getting a bar chart here. Got it? You're not getting a bar chart. So first you can create a bar chart. That is what the advantage. First you can create a bar chart. Then you can convert from marks card to line chart. Or you can convert to area chart. You got it, right? You can go with the shapes or any particular visualization. Like go with a bar chart. Got the point? So we have marks card and you can make use of marks card here. So I'm going to explain all these things in charts. So whatever the visualization. Initially you can go with any chart. So but you can see, right? Let's go with the tree map. Go with the chart. Now you can see we are not getting here. But for conversion, whatever the conversion, right? Because for tree map, you cannot see rows and columns here. But in general, it's not mandatory. Let's go with the bubble chart. Whatever the labels, right? Now create a line chart because we don't have rows and columns here. So to convert, but whatever the thing, right? First convert to bar chart, then you can make use of bar or line with the same dimension and measure. If these dimensions and measure comes under like size and color or angle, whatever the things, right? So we need to do some modifications. That's the only point. So let's go here. So it's a line chart. Now drag and drop subcategory here into rows. You're not getting a perfect line, right? So that is what. Better to go for bar chart first. Then if you want, you can convert to line chart. This is a single dimension, single measure. But when you mouse over here, it shows for lines one date column is mandatory. For lines one date column is mandatory. So that means if you can drag and drop any date column into rows or columns, now you can see line chart is enabled. So date column is mandatory. Drop subcategory, still you can see line chart. Got it? So date column is mandatory for like to create line charts, but even we can also create with one dimension and one measure. So subcategory by sales, create a bar chart, then go with a marks card and convert into line chart. Got the point, right? So we'll discuss more in charts, more detail in charts. And we do have marks card color. So first we can discuss with all these points. So let's go with color. So whatever we have seen, right? So you can apply some color, click on color, you can apply color, thicker in color, or if you want to showcase this dotted line graph, you can make use of dotted line, or first go with the color. You can assign like the transparency. You can, if you want to, you can apply thicker in color, or you can change the transparency as well, or apply color and you can make use of transparency. Let's go with 80 percentage or 60 percentage or 20 percentage. Got it, right? You can make use of transparency, or let's go with the bar chart. You'll get an idea here. So this is what transparency. Important color, you can write a color condition. I am going to showcase that, but the importance of color, this box, marks card, color box, you can make use of transparency. So better to type in, let's go with 30 percentage. Now remember, like 30 percentage, we applied 30 percentage for this particular report. And same thing, if you want to format the same thing, you can format, or you can also go with a 30 percentage here straight away. You can apply some borders. You can apply border. Got it? And we know, like, you know, like RGB color coding, sometimes they want to go with a specific color range. Click on color, we have more colors. Click on more colors. If you want, you can select a color, or I want to go with an RGB color coding. So sometimes like they do give RGB color coding, the values. So let's take, like, I want to apply orange color for this graph. Orange color. So I do remember 255, green 150 or 200. Let's go with 150. And you have to go with blue 0. You can see orange color, right? So click apply. Now make use of transparency. It depends. If you want, you can apply thicker in color. So most of the cases we can apply our own color. Our own in the sense that means like color condition. So sometimes like if target is, or if it is positive, then we need to go with the green color. If it is negative, we can go with the red color. We can apply that. But sometimes the users are going to use give some color coding, so that we can assign here. We can apply that color coding here. We can add to custom color codes. We can use these custom color codes, so no issues with that. Got it? We have an importance of color here in marks card. Let's go with size. What is the importance of size for the same graph? Make use of size. First thing, you can also drag and drop dimension into size. Dimension into size. Now you can differentiate with individual dimension. This is furniture, office suppliers, technology. You can highlight. You can use highlighter. Got it? Or I don't want to use dimension into color, sorry, yes, dimension into size. Most of the cases we do use dimension like color ranges, right? Sales into color or whatever the things, right? But for defining those size, right, you can make use of measure names if you have multiple measures, or let's take sales value, sales into size. Based on a value, you can apply those size. You got it right? We have higher in value. You can apply size based on sum of sales. Make use of profit into size. Got the point? Or sales into size and make use of sorting. We can differentiate. We can differentiate with the size or increase the size. Now you can see. In general, we have applied size, but I don't want to make use of spaces between those bars. I don't want to make use of space between the bars. Let's drop sum of sales from size. Go with the color, uncheck border. Got it? If you want to showcase a bar graph without a space, you can apply this was the condition. So make use of size and increase the size, or you can decrease the size. Something like a line chart here. It is more flexible lines. And if you want to calculate average across table level, we have a flexibility of analytics tab. Drag and drop average line across table level. This is what average. Or you can increase the size so that you can differentiate. You can do some formatting, apply some dotted line and increase, go with a red color or different color here. It's shading here, transparency, increase 100%. Got it? So this is what you can do some modifications. You can apply some average or based on the table level selection. So whenever I'm going to do some selection, you can see the average changes. So based on a selection, you can change the average. Now I can see this is an average. For the selected values, you can showcase the average as well. So first you can concentrate on color, size, and one more point, the importance of size. I'm going to create a simple report. Let's take region and sales. So we have region wise sales. So like dual axis, I'm going to place one more measure into rows or columns. You can see, right, region wise sum of sales, this is one report, and region wise sum of profit, this is a profit related information. And you can see in marks card we have two marks cards. For sum of sales there is one marks card, and sum of profit there is one more marks card. By making use of this marks card, you can convert or you can create some combinational charts, bar chart with line chart combination. But we can discuss in charts. So first we can concentrate on size. And if you want to apply some color, you can apply a different color or same color for both the graphs here. And I want to showcase the same graphs within a one single view. I want to combine these two, like sales and profit. I want to make use of combination charts. Drop down, you have an option called dual axis. You have to go with dual axis. Just remember, we'll discuss in later. So make use of dual axis. By default it creates a circle. You can make use of bar chart, not an issue. Click on bar chart. But when it comes to like axis, dual axis in the sense, you can see left hand side one axis and right hand side one axis. So you can convert, because this axis is like, you can see it is 600K and it is 90K. So we need to synchronize, or we don't have a consistent axis here or similar axis. It gives a confusion for the users where to like check with the range of values. When you mouse over, it is 600K. So we need to check here or here. it gives a confusion. So when you're working with dual axis, you have to make use of sync the axis. You have to make use of synchronize axis. So this is what synchronize axis. Now you can see we have profit and we do have sales. Profit and sales related information. But what is the importance of size here? So I'm going to showcase that importance of size. So we have color. Okay, we have different colors. Let's go with all. We have measure names into color default. Got it right? Drag and drop measure name into color. You can see for two measures we can see two different colors. First point. And drag and drop measure names into size. It's simple. Drag and drop. We have an option called measure names, measure values. Drag and drop measure names into size. For individual measures, it shows individual size. You can see profit and sales. This kind of a chart is called bar within a bar chart. Bar within a bar chart. If you want to modify, you can modify. Now you can see, let's right click. So this is a similar axis, 700K and 700K. I don't want to showcase this one, right? Or we have sales and profit. Let's uncheck or straight away right click, uncheck header. I don't want to showcase the header. Swap. Or fit to height. Now you can see this is a bar within a bar chart. And if you want to do some transparency of color, so this is for sum of sales. Transparency of color. Yeah, it looks good. Or sometimes let's take this is my target sales and whatever the achieved or actual sales. This is my target and this is the actual sales. Got the point? So something like you can compare those results. So target versus actual. Or like thermometer. So we have the range of or whatever the range values, right? So you do have axis. So based on the sales or whatever the profit, you can see this value. Thermometer kind of a thing. So if you don't want to increase the size, let's go with sales. We have thicker, we have more width for this particular bar. Increase or decrease the size of the bar. It looks better now. Got the point, right? You can do some formatting, or you can also change this whatever the width, right? Height and width, or we can also reverse the measure names. Edit sizes, you can reverse. I want to showcase the sales value with more line or whatever the thing, right? You can also reverse. Initially, it shows the sales, the thicker in or the more width, right? It shows with the sales value, but you can see the lesser width with the sales. You can go back. It depends. It depends on the results. This is also same like bar within a bar chart. But you can go with all, or let's go with, this is profit. Let's go with profit marks card and make use of transparency to showcase the inner bar as well. We have an inner bar, right? So to showcase that, you can also go with the transparency. And you can, if you want, you can apply border. Got the point? So this is what bar within a bar, but importantly, we have used color and size to create this kind of a bar chart or bar within a bar chart. This is important. This is somewhat visualized, right? So we cannot it is not possible straight away in traditional BI. At least we need to do some alignment and we can overlap one bar on the top of other. It's not direct. So we can make use of bar within a bar chart. Got the point, right? So color, size, and next we have labels. So what is the importance of labels? So labels, you can drag and drop, or let's create. In general, you can go with the labels here. Like if you want to showcase the labels, drag and drop sales into label. You can showcase sales into label like on the top of bar, or you can do some alignment. You can increase the font, and you can also go with alignment on the top of bar. So I want to display the labels on the top of bar chart. It is possible. You can make use of alignment. I can see, and you can modify the same result. Got it? And one more example. So we do have importance of labels or text here. You can also make use of category or region. So this individual region wise bar chart, you can display, you can make use of labels, or I'm going to create a simple graph by making use of text, and I will showcase the importance of visualization here. Got it, right? So let's create a simple graph. Just concentrate on this. Drag and drop subcategory into draw field here. This is row level data, right? It's row level data. And drop subcategory into drop field here, it's a column level data. But if you're going to drop subcategory into text, and you can increase the size, something like in an order, but I don't want to go with a simple text and normal size. Based on a sales value, you can apply the size for those labels. Correct? It is similar to like tree map. Similar to tree map, based on a measure value, it shows the rectangle size of the box. Drag and drop sales into size. Okay. Default, we are getting a tree map. So this is what the chart. But I don't want to showcase the box or tree map thing. I don't want to go with a tree map. For an interactivity, you can see something like this chart name is called as data cloud chart. I can see. The name of the chart is data cloud. And you can also differentiate with color. So whatever the highest value we have, if you have higher in sales, you can see. If you have more, like you can see, like this is the highest maximum sales you can find. For shades, you can see phones. So this is a driving color. You can make use of driving color or edit color. You can also differentiate with different color. So this is a driving color green, or you can also go with area red and green driving color. Got it? So range of values. Okay, this is the first point. What is the use of this? Tooltip is always present by default, yes. But if you, I'm going to explain that. If you want to uncheck, you can uncheck. I'm going to explain in an order, so that's the reason. Yeah, color, size, and text. So tooltip is default, and if you want to uncheck, you can uncheck or you can showcase. Sometimes it disturbs, right? So sometimes now here it is going to disturbing the tooltip. So if you want, you can uncheck. Click OK. I'm going to explain the importance of tooltip as well. So this is the chart, and what is the importance of this kind of a chart? Create one more sheet. Let's take subcategory wise, or let's drop product name and click on sales here. Go with a bar chart, and if you want to go with not only with bar chart, yeah, most of the cases, right, I'm reading the questions and I'm answering the same. So tooltip is default, that is what. So tooltip is default. I said like uncheck, you can showcase. Most of the case I'm like taking the same, so not an issue. Almost I have answered all the questions, so not an issue that, yeah. So this is what, like you can make use of, you can create a one more sheet. You can create a sheet with the lowest level of granularity. So this is subcategory wise sales, and you can see like this product wise information, or if you want to go with the next level, you can also create a next level. And this is a bar chart, or you can also convert into bubble chart. And based on subcategory, try to apply color based on subcategory. Create one more sheet, subcategory wise, product wise, sales, or if you want, you can create a different kind of a sheet, tree map. Go with the dashboard, automatic. Now drag and drop sheet 6, or just make use of floating or till. Okay. Drop sheet 6 and drag and drop sheet 7 here, and now drag and drop sheet 8 here. Got it? So now make use of the formatting things. If you want, you can format. So what is the importance of this kind of a visualization? So you have, there's a naming convention. Straight away you can make use of naming convention, and you can drill down something like now you can see. So just select this sheet. You can make use of use as a filter. Click on use as a filter. Just select phones. It shows only the phones related information. Tables, shades, binders. Got the point, right? So this is what the importance of visualization or data cloud. In general, we can also go with some pie charts or bar charts or tree maps, but you can also go with data cloud, the naming convention. Based on a sales value, you can highlight those names, and you can also make use of interactivity. Got the point? You can make use of interactivity dashboards. And if you want, you can also select phones from phones, and if you want to use this as an interactivity dashboard, or it is also the same, like this graph and this graph is same. If you want to convert, you can drop product name, and you can make use of region into detail. Go with the dashboard. So this is phones related information, and make use of use as a filter. Click on phones. I can see. You can also make use of use as a filter. Got the point? Chairs shows chairs and chairs related information. So you can highlight those values, binders, machines. It depends. It depends on those requirements. But you can also make use of naming convention. So this kind of a chart is called as data cloud chart. This kind of a chart is called data cloud chart. Any questions here? Color, size, text. You can increase the color. You can differentiate, and you can change the alignment and all those things as well. So no issues with that. You got it right? And we have one more option here. So detail. So detail, what is the importance of detail? So let's drag and drop any simple report. Let's create a simple report. So by default, like the aggregation default in reports, whenever you are going to drag and drop a measure or double click, the default aggregation is sum of sales. But I don't want to make use of aggregation. I don't want to perform an aggregation. You can also make use of that. Analysis, uncheck aggregate measures. And I can see. This is the lowest level of granularity. So whatever the lowest level of granularity, right? So you can see the individual sales values. Correct? But if you want to make use of aggregation, let's aggregate measures. And I want to perform an aggregation across different level. So let's drop subcategory into detail. Got the point? So this is subcategory wise, category wise sales. So now you can highlight by making use of tooltip. I'm going to explain tooltip. Now you can see the combination of tooltip and detail. Let's go with the bold, and you can assign, you can apply different color here. Mouse over, this is bookcases, chairs, furnishings and tables. Got it? This is detail. So I want to aggregate across a different level. Got the point, right? So this is what detail. If you want to aggregate across different dimension, you can drag and drop those dimensions. Now drag and drop region into detail. Now you can make use of tooltip. You can see, right, tooltip is not working here. Category wise we are getting sum of sales, but it shows subcategory. But I want to showcase region wise. So this kind of a report is almost similar to rows and columns combination, right? We're getting columns here, column level data. Drag and drop region into detail. It's almost the same, but we don't have a header. The aggregation is across region level. I want to highlight whether it is a which region it is. So I want to differentiate the region. Go with the tooltip. Remove subcategory. Now make use of region. If you want, make use of region. Type region. Insert. We have an option called insert region. Make use of bold. Got it? Or apply some color here. Thicker in color, or you can make use of increase the font and apply different color. Now mouse over. Furniture region is central. This is east, south, west. Office supplier central, east, south, west. Got the point? So this is what? This is the advantage of detail level, and you can also make use of detail and you can create similar to stacked bar graph. Subcategory wise sum of sales, or category wise sum of sales, sorry. And this is category wise sum of sales. And I know you can drag and drop region or subcategory, whatever the level. Now drag and drop region into detail. You are getting lines, right? It's separated based on region. And now drag and drop region into labels. You got it? You can make use of transparency, or you can wash out. Make use of border. You got it, right? You can apply different color here. Now drag and drop region into color. So make use of transparency. So this graph is called as stacked bar graph. Stacked bar graph, one dimension, and with that we do have one more dimension, that is like two dimensions, something like a parent and child relationship. So year wise, quarter wise sales, year wise, quarter wise, or state wise or country wise states information. So you can create a stacked bar graph kind of a report by making use of detail. Or you can also straight away create by making use of show me. This is a stacked bar graph. You got it, right? This is a stacked bar graph. Same. Any questions with detail, color, size, labels? You can see tooltip here. Tooltip. So if you want, you can highlight those tooltip, or let's go with the dashboard. Every time it disturbs. So if you have a tooltip here, so that's the reason I unchecked this one option, this option. Click OK. Go with the dashboard. So every time it disturbs this tooltip. So I don't want to showcase this tooltip. Let's go with this sheet. And now you can see tooltip, you can uncheck. And you are aware of this dashboard, right? So I know this dashboard contains 6, 7, and 8 sheets. You can also right click, hide all the sheets. Control Z, sorry. Right click, hide all sheets. Whatever the sheets we are using in this dashboard, you can hide all the sheets. Now you can see. We have only dashboard 1. We don't have sheet 6, 7, 8. Let's create one more dashboard. Now drag and drop all the sheets here. Sheet 1, sheet 2, 3, 4, you can make use of alignment. Let's create one more dashboard. I just want to showcase Now right click on dashboard, hide all sheets. Now go with the dashboard 3, remaining sheets. You can see right 5, 9 and 10. No, it depends. It depends. Like the question is like how many sheets we can drop in a dashboard. It depends on that particular requirement. It is not mandatory to go with only one single sheet. So I just want to showcase you can hide. So I will showcase one more time. You can hide all the all the sheets here. Now we can see I don't have any sheets. You can see only dashboards. You can create all the sheets. You can drop all the sheets into dashboard, and you can also hide all the sheets, and you can unhide. But if you want to modify this report, I want to modify this report. Just select, and you have an option here. You can see hidden. When you mouse over, it shows hidden. Just click on this go to sheet, and you can see you can go to this particular sheet. And I don't want to go with region wise detail level, go with subcategory wise detail. Now click on dashboard. Now you can see by default the sheet is going to hide. So right click, you can unhide all sheets. Right click, unhide all sheets. Right click, unhide all sheets. And if you want to drag and drop multiple sheets, I do have all the sheets. It is not mandatory. So to place only 1, 2, 3 sheets, you can drop all the sheets. Got it right? You can drop all the sheets, and you need to do some formatting. It depends on the space constraint as well. It depends on the space constraint whether we need to drop all the sheets or not. Dashboard definition, in the sense, what is the dashboard definition? So like sheet, we have worksheet. What is meant by sheet? Sheet is nothing but it's a single view. Sheet is nothing but single view. I have created a single report here. This is a single report. So similar to that, I have created multiple sheets. But in general, you can create like like Quickinfo or quickbuzz.com or any particular website. So if you can see, we do have multiple reports, multiple report kind of an information. So something related information. So let's take, I will showcase one example here. So dashboard is nothing but collection of multiple sheets. Let's take whether we have any particular real-time match or something. So I just want to showcase the scorecard. Let's take this the scorecard. So this is I can showcase that this is similar to a story here. This is a summary tab. Click on full scoreboard. You're getting a full scoreboard, right? Click on statistics. You're getting statistics. Go with the Tableau. You got my point? Go with the Tableau, and you can build the same kind of a reports. Go with story. Now this is dashboard 1. New blank point. Dashboard 2. New blank point. Dashboard 3. You can make use of title. Just I'm giving a simple naming convention 1, 2, 3. You can give a naming convention here and do some formatting. Select all. Okay. So I will share some of the data sets for practice session. I do have lots of. I will share all the data sets today after the class. So for practice session, so no issues. So 1, 2, 3. Let's go with the presentation mode. Now go with 1. You can see the first dashboard, second, third. Got it right? So in the same way, you can present whatever the reports we have, right? So whatever the reports we have. So yeah, I will repeat once again. Story. So what is the importance of story? Importance of story is first you can go with a sheet. you can create a single report or single view, right? This is a simple report. You can create a dashboard. What is meant by dashboard? Collection of sheets. You cannot see any dashboard here. Dashboard 1, dashboard 2, dashboard 3, right? We don't have any dashboards. In sheets, we have single sheet. This is a single report. In dashboard, we do have multiple sheets. You can use multiple sheets in one single dashboard. But if you want to build some more dashboards, I don't have a space here. I do have a space constraint. I want to create a story, or that means, or I want to build a report where it contains all the related information. So let's create a story. That is what the story. Or create a new story. So you can see, right, new story. Click on new story. So you can drag sheets here. You can see sheet and you can also see dashboard. But you cannot see story because this is the story. Now drag and drop sheet 1. New blank point. Sheet 2 or any sheets. Something like a tab. Yes, we can drag and drop dashboard as well. We can drag and drop dashboard in story as well. We can drag and drop dashboard, and we can also drag and drop stories in one single, whatever the dashboard and sheets in one single story. Yes, combination of dashboards is called story. Yes, perfect. Combination of any particular information, some set of information, or something like you can build related dashboards. I do have lots of dashboards. Correct. I have a report or I have a module. I want to showcase all the dashboards in one single view. Straight away you can create a story and you can publish this particular dashboard so that users are going to select all these tabs. It is more flexible. No need to go back and no need to execute all the dashboards one in one. It's simple. We can create a story and we can build those, whatever the reports, right? We can place all those dashboards or story in one single, dashboards or sheets in one single story. Clear? Sheet, that is what, like you can create a sheet, dashboards, stories. Yeah. So most of the cases we do work with sheets and dashboards. If the requirement comes, right, you can build a story. Sorry, the question is, what are the most common issues faced while creating dashboards? So it depends, like issues, we do generally like the alignment, sometimes we need to make use of those formatting things. So I will showcase that, how to create a dashboard. You can see, right, so we need to make use of alignment while creation of dashboards. So we can make use of floating, or we can make use of tilde here. So whatever the issues, I'm going to showcase that. So no issues with that. Just make use of floating, and you can also make use of floating, and you need to float the objects. Floating, you can float all the objects anywhere. You can float the objects, you can place anywhere in the dashboard. This is what. So by making use of floating, got it right? By making use of floating, you can make use of resize. You got it right? And you can place multiple dashboards as well. Size automatic. And if you want, you can also import some logos. Generally we need to import some logos. Something like you can make use of logo or client logos, right? So you can make use of logos, and you can create some titles, insert title, text box here. You can make use of title, and you can also draw filters. You have to make use of filters. These are the filters category, and you need to place in an order, or you have to go with some formatting in an alignment. I will showcase some of the reports. I will showcase those formatted reports and how to design and how to create those visualize the dashboards or reports. So this is what detail and tooltip, and let's I will showcase one more within a 10 minutes, right? So this is like, you can see the blank here, like you can see blank here. So generally, like while working with pie chart, or just select here, just go with the show me. show me, and click on category, control, make use of sales, and straight away you can click on pie chart. So while working with pie chart, we do get an angle here. So you can see, right, sum of sales default, sum of sales in angle, drag and drop quantity into angle. You can differentiate and drag and drop discount into angle. Got it? So it depends on the requirement, but while working with pie chart, we do get angle. And whenever you're going to create, or if you're working with shapes, I told, right, you can also go with some custom shapes. You can load your custom shapes. So assign palette. So generally, if you're working with shapes, try to avoid color, drop color, drag and drop category into shape. Now assign shapes. Got it, right? In the same way, you can also make use of filters or actions. So I'm going to explain that. When you select on this image, it has to showcase the related information based on the image. Got it? So this is what the importance of shape. You can load your custom shapes, so no issues. You can assign those custom shapes here. Got it? And while working with pie chart, you will get angle. For shapes, you will get a shape. You can assign those shapes. And if you're working with line graphs, right? So let's take a line graph. If you're working with line graph, so yeah, I will explain that. So to get the shapes in my sheet, if you're working with the line graph, you can convert, or straight away you can see, right, path. If it is a bar chart, so we don't have any box here. If you want to go with a line chart, you can click on line and you can make use of path. What is the advantage of path? Just drag and drop state into path. You're getting some lines, right? So based on a measure value, you're getting some lines. Now you can make use of color or increase the size of the line and go with the color, go with the dotted lines. Now I can see. So we have lots of states here. This is a state, New York, different states, right? And you can make use of state into color. So you can make use of path. You can make use of path. No issues with that. Got it? Yeah. So how to make use of shapes? How to load shapes? This is important. Yeah, it was a good question. So let's go with the document folder, my Tableau repository. You have like shapes, right? Just click on shapes. I have created a folder. And I dropped all these images here. If you want, you can also just create a new folder in shapes. Create a new folder. You can rename, if you want, you can rename that folder. So my folder or something like my images. So just double click on my images and you can copy those images into this particular folder. You can drop those images, whatever the images you have, right? You can drop those images, right? So you can make use of images into that folder. Just copy paste here. You can load that. You can load into Tableau. So you have to reload. While working with shapes, you have to reload. So shapes, you can reload the shapes so that it reloads and we'll get a new folder. So that is what. Got it, right? If you can drag and drop those images, you'll get you can find those folder here. Clear? So this was the thing, like marks card. Importance of Tableau is marks card. So you can create some more visualized reports. So this is what the advantage of marks card. So it is totally different. Like you can create some visualizer graphs here by making use of Tableau. And if you're working with line charts, you can also increase the width of the line, and you can do some more visualizations. Already we have seen like bar within a bar, right? So most of the case, right, you can create some visualizations by making use of marks card. So for tomorrow, we can start with filters. Filters, types of filters. So this is what the important topic. Like from here, this pure into development part. So from tomorrow we can discuss with filters. So this is the filter shelf. We do have different types of filters: data source filter, quick filter, filters on dimensions, measures, and dates. And we can go with a global filter, cascading, and context filter. Yeah, I will showcase that different kinds of charts. So after the discussion, right, so or after the completion of charts, like you can ask some more points. Like I'm going to cover all the charts, and I'm going to share those documents as well, like whatever the charts, right? So let's check here whether I have a documents, the worksheets, charts related worksheets. You can see, right, I do have charts. So if you want, I can share all these charts related workbooks. You can open, right? So and we have lots of charts here. So we'll discuss on this. We have lots of charts. You got it right. I'm going to showcase that. So this is pure into visualization. So I'm going to explain all these charts. It's a donut chart. This is important. So we'll discuss like it's the last session where after completion of calculations, right, you can see the more visualizer charts. I'm going to explain all these charts, so not an issue. So no need to follow any document. Simple, like just go with the Tableau tool and you can create all those kinds of charts. So if you want, you can search, but so generally, like if you can practice, right, so you'll get all those information. I'm going to share all the workbooks, not an issue. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, so we'll discuss tomorrow. Thank you.
Yeah, fine, Ramesh. Thank you. And I would like to
Yeah,
make
thanks.
some announcements. Uh, in the participants list, I'm able to view the caller 03. Could you please tell me the name of that particular participant? Caller 03. Who is that caller 03? That is one thing. And second thing is like, see, I'm able to view the Gopi Krishna and Gopi Krishna Batula, but the email ID that you provided is the same one. Is the person is the same one or the any different? Please let me know. Hello.
Yeah, it's the same one, Sai. Actually, one is for like audio and one is
Yeah. Okay. Fine. And this. What about this caller 03? I didn't get
that
reply.
I don't.
Fine. Thank you, Gopi Krishna. And like I need from this side caller 03. I would like to get response from caller 03. Are you there? Okay. From tomorrow session onwards, from next session onwards, I need a particular name. Otherwise, I would like to make them to drop uh, because this is for just a tracking purpose. I need. And here I'm able to see the quota. Quota, can you please tell me your full name? Hello, quota. I just seen the quota name here. Um, okay, and Sri, Sri. I'm seeing the name Sri. Can you tell me the full name of yours?
Hello,
Not
Pawan.
Sri
This is
Harsha. Sri, the same one.
yeah, same one. That is in my iPad, and I'm using in the laptop itself,
Okay,
practicing in the lab.
okay, fine. That's cool. Fine, cool. Okay. So quota, I didn't get reply from quota. Even I. So could you please tell me the name? Okay, fine. Okay, this is regarding the participants. I would like to get names. Please, from next session onwards, please try to give your full name so that we'll get some clarifications. This is one part. And second part is, this is a final call for the people who attended the big data module sessions, and it's a final call to submit their assignments. And so for the project kind of thing, it's a final deadline is February 27th. Okay, fine. Thank you very much. Any doubts? Any questions? Okay, hope so. Nothing is there. Fine. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye. Take care. We'll see you
Thanks.
next session.